Sorry. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben 10 Ultimate Ensemble, where today we're doing something a little bit unique actually. I'm just going to talk about abilities that I think I would like in games, since Osmosian 3 and the way they're handling mana, I don't like it. So I'm actually going to talk about things that I would do in order to make it better. Or, you know, I'm really just going to go on a tangent about stuff I'd want to see in games. So, first things first. Aliens, forget about them. We're not talking about any aliens I want to see in game today. Everybody has an Omnitrix, right? Everybody has all these guys. I was locked to the Omnitrix because by the time I realized Osmosian was in game, I already had Frankenstrike, which is like a... I don't know what his event's rarity is, but he exists. Oh, they added Firecracker recently. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't get that video out, but I'll probably get it out sooner rather than later. But one thing I actually did want to talk about was the mutations, right? Because if we go to in the Ben 10 Omniverse, I'm actually gonna go down to here, right? You see, like, these villains and whatever, you know, we got the main characters and all, right? All these, like, different things, right? These different timelines primarily. Get this out of here. The thing is, the way that they're handling mutations is they're just kind of doing what they want to. Like this, where they make Herobrine as an alien in Ben 10. Yep. It's Chameleon one too. Yeah, I don't really care too much for these mutations at all, because one, they absolutely flip me off 100%, because they made it so that most of the wave 1 ones have different stats now. Like, look at this guy doesn't have anything, this guy doesn't have anything, nothing, right? Nothing about his stats being different, nothing about his stats being different, nothing about the stats being different, nothing about the stats being different. And we go to wave 1, it's like, oh, these guys got good stats, they got increased stats, you got glow effect and more health. Like, first of all, this is the sick heap blast, so if anything, he should have less health. And then there's like this, which is just a big crab. I don't know, like metal rip jaws, I guess. One-armed, four-armed, because why just take away the alien's entire gimmick? And then just loads of heat blaster colors. And then there's accelerate, which is an accelerate mutation. Oh wow, see, I see what they did. Get it? Accelerate instead of accelerate, like the accelerate. They did accelerate. Very nice. Chroma Head and Diamond Stone. Those two I like, actually. They don't, like, have anything really, like, noteworthy either, so I kind of vibe with them. And because it's, like, in Omniverse, when he's fighting Vilgax with Chroma Stone, you know, like, smacks down and kills him, and then Diamond Head appears, like, Diamond Head! But, basically what I'm saying is, for mutations, why not just make them based off of these other bends? Like, look, we've got these bends. I'll just go ahead and open all of these, except Albedo. Because Albedo already gets enough clout. Like, my guy is out here. He's getting everything. I don't know about Gwen 10. I have a good thing to talk about for Gwen 10, so I guess I'll open it. No clue who that guy is. And, ooh, the Nemetrix. Oh, the Nemetrix. Wow, this is different. Ben 10 Omniverse. Did they just give me this? They did, okay. Ben 10 Omniverse Ben Prime, so I actually have to look for him. Which is gonna take me a second, of course it is. Oh, you know what, actually, change plans. And close all these. Yeah, because they're just gonna do that. Okay. We're gonna open a search in a new tab. So first up is Ben Prime, right? Oh, I completely messed it up. I did not. Ben Prime. And Ben Tennyson Classic, Ghost Freak, Way Big Tent. Oh my god, we're not gonna actually do this. Okay, you know what? I don't need pictures. You get my idea. Go to Omniverse, look up the Ben Prime, the Ben 23, the blue one, right? Where he names all of his alien stupid things, like Way Biggest Giant Man. You know, stuff like that. Bad Ben, you know. Like, basically what I'm saying is, why not just make mutations the other aliens that the other Bens use? Because it's just funny. Gwen 10 and Nemetrix I will open, actually. And while I'm here, I'm also going to open up a Vilgax page. Preferably Classic Vilgax, just because I like him the most. I feel like everyone does. Oh, Lord. This one. No, not that one. This one. I love this Vilgax. This Vilgax is my guy. Alright? Love this boy. But what I'm saying here is, Let's see, this is Gwen 10, so since it should be like right up here somewhere. It's not right up here though. There it is, the Gweniverse, Gwen Tennyson. There we go. So this is Gwen, Benton, Omniverse, Nemetrix. Okay, I really shouldn't have to like click on these and then it to bring me here. If anything, it just bring me straight to it. That's not the Nemetrix, surprisingly. I guess I could open these now, but like, nah. I'll just look it up. I'll just look at the Nemetrix. Because that'll just be easier. I should have clicked on the exact link, but no. So, because we're talking about new abilities and everything, right? So we're going to go and open a few. So first up, I think I want to talk about Gwen Tennyson. So, how you get Gwen Tennyson is going to be really simple. You start off with just magic. You have to get just normal magic, okay? And then afterwards, you get normal magic. You will have... Let's see, it takes 5 minutes for the Omnitrix to normally, you know, land down and spawn next to you, right? So for Gwen, let's go ahead and say you need to be in game for at least, I'm feeling 15 minutes. And the reason I say that is because Gwen Tennyson is, this is really funny, because in the Gweniverse, Gwen's the one who gets the Omnitrix, right? But you'll also notice that, I believe in her abilities, she will still have the Anodite powers, or maybe she doesn't because it's the young Gwen. She didn't have time. Maybe, I don't know. But you get where I'm going with this. Add a Gwen 10 watch where basically all of your aliens, you know, they'll look different, like early type things, and you'll also be able to use only the starting mana moves. You'll only be able to use basic mana moves. Because then, if you get normal mana and you get those horrible spawnables, I must say, please fix those, then you'll get the good mana, right? Like, the good mana plus Omnitrix, that's way too good. Basic mana plus Omnitrix, and remember that this is based off of the original series, so this Gwen isn't going to be able to access Alien Force aliens, Ultimate aliens, or anything like that. She's going to be locked to those 10 original aliens. Very nice. Yeah, just those 10 original aliens, too. Because she's also going to have magic, so that's what I think that is. So there's my little Gwen Tennyson build, I guess. Next up... I think next up, I'm actually going to go ahead and be a little bit of a jerkwad. Because, let's see here, I need this one. I need this one, and I need this one. I need all these Kevin Levins, because I would like to talk about how to make Osmosian better. Oh my god, Kevin 11 in the original series is so good. This is the future version. Whoops, we're not talking about that guy yet, sorry. He would also just be like a different skin, really. He could be like a super rare mutation for Osmosian, where instead of looking like the mutants, instead they'll just look like the futuristic mutants, like the same thing for Ben 10,000. Like, you just make the different Bens the mutations. It's just as simple as that. Ben 10,000 Accelerate, boom, he's a skin. Ben 10,000 Heat Blast, boom, make him a skin. Ben 10,000 Vulpamancer, Wild Mutt, which, by the way, if you do add that, you should totally give it to me for free. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I'm just kidding. But, you get my idea. I'm saying that all these alternate Bens exist, and you should, in my professional opinion, make them in the game. And hopefully that didn't just get your Roblox, but it looks like it is a-okay, so I think I'm fine. I'm just doing something in the background real quick while I talk about this, but anyway, as I was saying, so we got Gwen Tennyson done, and now next up is going to be Kevin 11 Osmosian. So, this is the original series Kevin 11. In order to get this Osmosian variant, you will have to, it'll be the normal way, right? You just get it the way you get it now. You just, Omnitrix spawns, 50-50 of getting Osmosian or magic. When you don't get it, get Osmosian, boom. You get this Kevin 11. Now, the thing with this Kevin 11 is that if you have this one, you will have specific access to Kevin 11 original series. This one. This is really important. This Kevin 11 is very important because this is the Kevin 11 mutation from the original series, which we all know from, it should be right here. As you see here, this is what he looks like in-game, the normal mutant. And then if we go to Osmosian 3, I think, it'll show that they are, this relatively is the same model, but he has stupid moves like Armadillo stuff and Justice Bug stuff and like Y. So basically what I'm saying is that this Osmosian is capable of absorbing energy and a little bit of aliens. However, he has a limit. If he absorbs too many aliens in one server, he'll mutate into Kevin 11, and he will not be able to mutate back. The reason for this is because this is the original series. Right here in Ultimate Alien, this is from a flashback where he met someone who we'll talk about later, who taught him how to handle his powers, but this Osmosian is basically going to be Osmosian 1. This is the easiest to get. You'll have this Osmosian 1 so you absorb alien abilities, but if you absorb too many alien abilities, you will get corrupt. And you'll also notice that I'm not allowing him to be able to absorb materials right now, which is stupid, but hear me out. So, with this Kevin 11 from the original series, now we'll go over to the Ultimate Alien Force Kevin, whatever. Ultimate Alien, Alien Force Kevin. So, this Kevin will be special. This will be the alternate version of Osmosian, where instead of, you'll get the normal Osmosian, same thing, if you do not absorb aliens, and instead, actually, how should I do this? I'm trying to think of how I can do this, because we just had this one get locked in if he absorbs too many aliens. Okay. If you have the normal Osmosian, and, you know, you go around and absorb aliens, but slowly, you'll have the meter very, very slowly go down. Kind of like the Poultice Altair, like 0.01 going down slowly like that. Whereas if you absorb an alien, it'll go up by like 10, and you'll keep those powers until you get like a different alien. So you'll basically just be able to choose anything. He's like Majin Buu. And if you absorb only a few aliens, and you keep your sanity for a while, the charge will actually get faster until the point that you can absorb aliens left and right, and it just doesn't matter. And when you enter this state, you'll get this Osmosian Kevin, which is capable of a very special ability in that he actually has to absorb the someone with a recalibrated Omnitrix watch in order to obtain Ultimate Kevin. Or would this be Ultimate Kevin? Yeah, there's no Alien Force Kevin, unfortunately. But basically, you'll see here in this one, this is Ultimate Alien Kevin, where he was taught how to control his abilities, and then, you know, he grew up and became this Kevin, right? So, what he can do is he can not only turn into this variation of Kevin, but if he manages to absorb somebody with the recalibrated Omnitrix, he will be able to use the powers of Ultimate Kevin. And I actually didn't talk too much about what Kevin 11 would have. Basically, he'd just have one move from every alien. So, like, Heat Blast, he'd have his, like, Heat Fire, right? Exactly, he'd have a Tail Smack, because he can't actually run fast. Like, here, actually, let's go back a little bit, because I'm kind of, like, going off, like, just bring me the original series picture. Bring me his picture. He'll have a Heat Blast Fire. He'll have a Wild Mutt Head Slam, because we know he does that. Diamond Head Charge Suit. He'll have an Accelerate Tail Swipe. The wings will allow him to fly, and the Ripjaws part right here will allow him to have an elongated jaw bite, which for some reason Ripjaws doesn't have a bite move in this game. Instead has a slap move, which is weird. But there's Kevin 11's moveset. And now we're moving on to Osmosian 2, which blah 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 blah. You can absorb materials. You can absorb aliens, and if you manage to get a control of those aliens, you can, you know, keep absorbing them. And you can absorb a recalibrated Omnitrix user in order to get Ultimate Kevin. I need to rethink this, actually. Hold on. Starting new. Get Osmosian the normal way. You, instead of absorbing aliens, you actually choose to absorb materials. What will happen is you'll get a you'll just get like two things in front of you. Just two things will spawn in front of you. It'll be, let's make it a chunk of Diamond Head's Today Night, which is, you know, the material that Diamond Head is comprised of, and on the other side you'll just have a normal iron alloy. If you choose to absorb the iron alloy, you'll be able to absorb materials. If you choose to absorb the Today Night, you'll be able to absorb aliens. Absorbing aliens will lead you to becoming Kevin 11. Absorbing the materials will lead you to becoming Kevin 11 Alien Force. And I need to go down to, like, here, right down, yeah, here's his gallery. Where is he? Where is he? You know what I want to see. Where is he? He's not here. Uh-oh. I'm looking for the Kevin that accidentally became a monster through power absorption, where, like, something happened with Ben's watch, and it caused, like, this big explosion. And, you know, the garage, like, fell down on them. And when Kevin came out, he's like, what? It's only natural I look a little banged up. And then they realized that Kevin actually instinctively, to protect himself, had transformed himself into a Tadenite type mutation, where basically he has like diamond and he's just got a mishmash of materials. And this doesn't do anything aside from the fact that he'll have every material based move. Like if he were to absorb diamond, everything would become diamond. He'd be like the strongest, right? When he's in this state, his stats are only slightly increased, and each move will use a different alloy with its own different damage. And now, the piece of resistance. We're also not going to be talking about Omniverse. No, we are talking about Omniverse because we talked about Gwen, Tennyson, even though that was an original series video, whatever. It'll be fine. Once you, if you can go to the Null Void, this is where we were talking about the guy who helped Kevin. If you go to the Null Void and you find that little house that they just have around there for some reason, you go inside, that guy will be there. Hey kid, you look a little banged up. I can help you out. Just stay here and train with me for a little bit. Yes sir, please. I don't want to be a monster anymore. And they'll be like, that's really great, kid. Alright, let's get to work. And basically, what happens now is a survival mission. If you survive in the Null Void for 15 minutes, you will be able to reverse your alloy, misfiguration, and instead be able to now, you can absorb materials normally again, but you also have the ability to go into any material state without actually needing the materials now, because you have full mastery over it, and then you were already subjected to it for long enough. But more importantly, once you have this ability, you'll be able to find someone with a recalibrated, Ultimatrix. It has to be the Ultimatrix, where basically what'll happen there is if you manage to KO them, you have to knock them out. They have to be dead on the floor, because they have that little, ragdoll, right? So just keep them dead on the floor. You have to walk over it, you absorb them, and that will result in you becoming Ultimate Kevin. Now, I say Ultimatrix, but you'll notice that he actually doesn't have any ultimate aspects. It's because if we look down here, he has 31 separate abilities. So many abilities that one of them isn't even known. Agrit species. Agrit? No, Argit. Oh, Argit. Okay. It's that little hedgehog guy who does the sleepy spikes. But basically what will happen here is we're going to go ahead and debunk his moves based off of what he has. So he has the swamp fire arm, so we'll be able to shoot fire. He's got the diamond head, so he'll be able to shoot crystals. But with those crystals on top, he'll also be able to absorb energy with it and shoot it back. With Lodestar's arm, he'll also be able to use Magnekinesis, which is basically, Mana, the telekinesis, he can just do that. He'll have Jet Ray's eye beams, not that those will really help him. He will not have the ability to fly, but he will have the ability to go intangible. He will have the Wrath Claw Swipe, and I think that's it, honestly. I think he does use Humongosaur's tail a little bit, but I'm not sure, so just give him a tail slam just cuz. But yeah, so that's everything Ultimate Kevin would have. I've had it with you, Tennyson. Always beat me when we were kids. Everything always going your way. I got turned into a freak. You become a world famous superhero. Man, that sucks. It's really sad because it's so true. It's a lot of stuff. Because Ben literally beats Kevin all the time, and he gets all the fame for it. But next up will be what even is Omniverse Kevin? I don't know. We have this one, which will basically just be the same, but if you go Omniverse, you can get a different mutation from someone who has the Omniverse watch, which isn't out yet, so I don't really think I should be talking about this. But, if I, I don't know if he has, a link. He doesn't have a link to when he got mutated, and I'm like, brr. But, he absorbs, Ben's Omniverse watch and turns into yet another mutant, but this time around he isn't insane. You'll notice that Ultimate Kevin and Kevin Levin were both insane because they got mad with the power, because that's an aspect of the Osmosians. They absorb too much power and they get so crazy. That's why Agrigor was so, he was so bent on trying to get these specific aliens. He's like, if I get these 5 aliens, that's all I'll need. They'll be the perfect combination. Also, I should talk about adding Agrigor, but honestly, this video is very long, so I think we'll just finish talking about Osmosian, and then, yeah, so this will just be Magic and Osmosian for now, and then we'll talk about, maybe we'll just talk about the Nemetrix instead after this, but Osmosian, Omniverse Kevin, Kevin Levin, Omniverse, maybe this will help. Benson, kind of the classic Omniverse. Oh, this will work, yes. This should be him, right? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, it's when he's fighting this guy. Where is it? Show me the picture. Come on, why not? Hold on. Let me see here. Devin Levin isn't real. Was just a false memory. Yeah. I knew it. Someone was being stupid in my comments, and then they were talking about how Devin Levin could have the powers of Armadillo, even though this was the Devin Levin from the original series. And I was like, I was very angry. But he's fighting this guy, and he tricks Ben and absorbs him, becomes a mutant. Yeah, look. Turns. What? Where? I'm so confused. I'm just trying to find him. Omniverse Kevin, yes. Here to go to the main page. I just want to find Kevin Levin Omniverse. What if I do this Omniverse? Kevin Levin Omniverse. Oh yeah, Kevin 11,000 will also be a mutant for like Osmosis 1, I guess. Kevin Levin Omniverse. Come on. Yes, Kevin's Mutations. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yes, here it is. Here it is. Oh wait, no, that's the flashback one. I really don't want to talk about that. Osmosian's a whole thing. Okay, this was the one I was talking about. I'm sure I edited a photo of him right there, but this is the amalgamation of the materials. So yeah, there's that. There's the original Kevin. Let me talk about Ultimate Kevin. This is the one I want to talk about, but it'll be harder since Omniverse isn't out yet, so we don't even know how these aliens will, you know, cooperate. So let's go ahead and say that with his blocks arm, he can, you know, shoot Legos at you. With his Gravitack arm, he can kind of lift you around and throw rocks at you. With his feedback arms, he can absorb electricity. He doesn't look like he has any means of shooting it back. Possibly with the ball weevil top, he could create slime balls. He has wings, but one is Astrodactyl and the other's Pixie Dust. I don't know if those will be able to lift him. And I don't know what else he could have, because this one's a little mishmash, and this was just kind of to scare everybody. So there's that Omniverse one, which I guess we'll just put as Kevin Omniverse. And now this one will be if a Osmosian 1 manages to absorb a Omniverse watch, they will become this Osmosian, who very noticeably, you'll see it right away, this guy really liked Eye Guy. So both of his arms, he'll literally have all of Eye Guy's moves. He has eyes on his head, he's got eyes on his arms, he's got the things on his gut. I don't know what those are. I think those might be something from feedback or something. Trying to look through here, he's got all of Eye Guy's moves. Judging by these mummy wrappers, I suppose he could have like a grab move with like the shootout that binds them. He could have that. The Artiguana back could imply that he has the ice breath. And surprisingly, it looks like he might have the Waybig top. However, we know that Waybig shoots his laser beam through the one on his arm. So those are the only things I think I could give him. Oh wait, what are these claws from? Are these from which alien is that? Is it like Wildline? I think it's Wildline. Make him throw seeds. I don't know what those arms are. He's got a tail, so just give him a tail swipe just because he's always had it, I guess. And those might be Frankenstrike actually, so maybe give him like a electric beam, maybe like upgrade or something, I don't know. Give him that, and yeah, I guess that's it. So as always, I hope you all like the game. Favorite game, like, comment, subscribe. Apologies for not uploading. My OBS had some issues, and I'm really praying that this doesn't stop my recording in a terrible spot. It just doesn't save it. So as always, I hope you all like the game. Favorite game, like, comment. So as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Maybe some other stuff, who knows.